Hey there, tech heads. As we all know, Black Friday is this weekend, and today I'm going to be telling you about.
Johannes, I think you might be forgetting something.
So sorry about that, man. Totally my bad. Okay, so like I said, Black Friday is going to be this weekend, and today we're going to be telling you about our picks for the best smartphones you can get yourself for Black Friday. So, yeah, with that said, Adam, take it away.
With pleasure. Our pick for a mid-range phone to look at for Black Friday is the Google Pixel 4a 5G. Now I know what you all might be thinking. Why would I get the Pixel 4a 5G over the regular Pixel 4a? 5G is in its early stages and it's probably not necessary to get the 5G model, right? However, the Pixel 4a 5G brings more than just 5G in comparison to the regular Pixel 4a. With the 4a 5G, we have this same camera setup as the Pixel 5, meaning a wide and ultra-wide lens. Use the same chipset as well with the 765G rather than the 730G in the Pixel 4a. Here we also get a larger 6.2-inch display, and finally you also get a larger battery with 3885 mAh rather than the 3140 mAh battery found in the Pixel 4a. For me, this phone has been an absolute battery king because of that, ending my days with over 50% at times and getting insane screen on times throughout heavy testing. And the 765G, although it's not a flagship chipset, has performed pretty well overall. You're not going to see a huge difference in most daily tasks like social media. I've really enjoyed the stock Android experience on here, and the camera is top notch just like in many Pixels. On Black Friday, you can get this phone for $299 on Google Fi. Because this phone is so new, there are limited Black Friday deals at the moment. I see a couple on Verizon with the UW version, but overall even Google did not put this down a cent, even though they put the Pixel 5 down $50. So that's where the Galaxy S20 FE comes in. Another phone I have highly regarded. Now we picked the Pixel 4a 5G as our pick because of some of the things we value most, such as the stock Android experience and the camera. But the Galaxy S20 FE arguably has more flagship features like a high refresh rate display, IP rating, wireless charging, and the deals on it are incredible as well. So that's another thing you should consider, but the Pixel takes my pick here by a slight margin.
And as for the budget segment, our pick was the Samsung Galaxy A51. Now, this was a smartphone that came out earlier this year, and it still got a great camera, great battery, and a great display, and it came out at a really, really good price as well. The A51 comes rocking this beautiful 6.5-inch 1080p AMOLED display, which is one of the highlights of this smartphone because the content consumption experience here is almost equal to none, especially for this price range. The only obstruction you have is that small hole punch in the center, which is easily ignorable. Now, the camera system here is a quad camera system, and it's got a 48 megapixel main sensor, a 12 megapixel ultra wide, 5 megapixel depth sensor, and a 5 megapixel macro sensor. The cameras still perform very, very well, and they beat most of the competition around this price range and even give higher priced phones a run for their money. Now, the chipset here is the Exynos 9611, and I'm sure a lot of people get worried when they hear Exynos, but do not fret. This phone performs very, very smoothly and very, very well. There are barely any stutters or lags. Gaming is a very enjoyable experience here, and so is multitasking. You get 4 to 8 gigabytes of RAM depending on what configuration you go for, and the phone has a massive 4000 milliamp hour battery with 15 watts of fast charging. So overall, I believe the A51 is one of the best budget smartphones you can get in 2020, and you can definitely capitalize on this Black Friday deal and get it for cheaper. Now, this price has even been more reduced as you can get it for up to $235 off at the Samsung official website. And if you want to get the A51's bigger brother, the A71 5G, you can still get that at up to $335 off from Samsung's official website. I mean, it seems like a pretty good deal. Okay, so another one of our entries is the iPhone 12 Pro, and you can get this for up to $370 off from Apple's official website, provided you're coming from like an iPhone 10 or 8 or even 7 and you want to trade in. But I would advise you to get the iPhone 12 over the 12 Pro, and all of my reasons were mentioned in my why you should skip the iPhone 12 Pro video, so you can check that out. The iCard will be above. But yeah, you can even get the iPhone 12 for up to $250 off, like I said, provided you want to trade in. So this is a very good opportunity for you to upgrade to one of the latest iPhones, and you can get quite a bit of money off from that.
Our pick for the best flagship to go look at on Black Friday is the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra. Let's start out with the deals this time. There are so many deals on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra all around. Samsung, Amazon, Best Buy, and the carriers, at least here in the US, all have deals on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, some which are better than others. Amazon has the unlocked version for $250 off MSRP, while Best Buy follows that same suit on the unlocked version, having $250 off as well. That being said, Best Buy does have deals with the carriers. So Verizon at Best Buy, for example, will give you $450 off without a trade-in and up to $750 with a trade-in off. And AT&T has a similar deal, but $700 with a trade-in off. You're going to find many different deals on the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, which is something that many of you should look for if you're shopping in that higher tier market. But with that all said, let's talk about the experience of the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra, because I've had a lot of time to use the phone. Straight off the bat, the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is the best phone I've used personally in 2020. It's got a very premium design with a nice small hole punch cutout, which looks much better than any notch. And believe it or not, it's actually a quite thin phone, especially if you use it without a case. We all know that Notes are big phones, but that's part of the reason it's so great. That huge display is the best I've ever used for content. Plus, that display's high refresh rate at 120 Hz is the smoothest and nicest looking I've personally used. Even at 1080p with 120 Hz, I can say that that display is the best I've looked at personally. In addition, I actually found myself to use the S Pen more. It's got a lot of really cool little features, such as the remote shutter button, but also I just used it more to write down notes and ideas that felt more accessible than going into your Notes app on your phone and then writing something there. The phone is filled with great features like Samsung Pay and wireless DeX. We know Samsung puts a lot of features in their phones, but that being said, I actually enjoyed using One UI on the Note 20 Ultra because Samsung has come a long way from the TouchWiz days, and One UI just didn't slow down and is very versatile. Battery life was a concern when the phone first came out. However, with some software updates, it got a lot better. My biggest issues in the beginning were in standby time, and by the time I got these updates, that wasn't an issue, and I was easily getting 8 hours plus of screen on time. And not to mention, we have the versatility of that camera. You get an ultra wide and 108 megapixel wide and a periscope telephoto lens that allows for 50 times zoom. Now, you might not have used it at 50 times zoom, but it had amazing abilities to get great zoom shots. Overall, like I said, the Galaxy Note 20 Ultra is my phone of the year, and it's great to see that there are a lot of nice deals on Black Friday for it, so go check those out. But that's been it. I want to thank Johannes so much for having me on the channel. I really appreciate it. He came up with this idea, and I think it's just an awesome concept. So I appreciate you, Johannes. Shout out to all the tech heads watching. I do want to say real quickly that if you cannot find any of the deals we had on these phones on Black Friday, remember there still is Cyber Monday, as well as holiday deals yet to come. So that's been it. Peace, guys.
So I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please make sure to smash that like button and subscribe, as we're on the road to 1K, and it would be awesome if we could get there before the end of the year. Also, make sure to check out Adam's channel, as he's my co-host for Tech News Nerds. We host it together. So links to his channel and our podcast will be in the description box below. Also, make sure to check out my previous videos as well. And yeah, with that said, you stay cool, stay safe, wear your mask as always, and I'll catch you in the next video. Peace.